Welcome back to Make Money Online. Today we'll look at the expectations over XRP's growth in 2021, not minding the XRP SEC lawsuit. Like and subscribe to this channel to watch more interesting videos. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse, one of the world's richest men according to reports, has spoken out on the chances of XRP this year despite the XRP SEC lawsuit that originally seemed as if it would drown the cryptocurrency. The light was merely hidden for a while, but as things have surfaced even in this season, the coin is still very much capable of moving forward on its own, even when it seems as if a world-sized embargo is laid on it. Its initial dip following the lawsuit has been shown to be nothing more than a step back, a momentary retreat, for the coin to consolidate its roots before aiming for a lofty surge back to prominence. This was the expected result, as the news of the lawsuit was meant to shatter the stance of XRP in the crypto industry. The most damning consequence of this was the supposed delisting or halting of the trading of the crypto by literally all exchanges in the world. The notion was discussed in some circles that a total delisting would lead to the price of the coin returning to zero. Some have pronounced that even without that, the price would fall below 10 cents. However, Coinbase and Binance, alongside other crypto exchanges, have either halted the trading or delisted XRP, and their users can no longer buy XRP on their platforms. This had its own effect as the coin slipped to 22 cents from an initial high of about 50 cents. This was majorly because there was an immense sellout of the crypto by users of the exchanges after the announcement of the deadline for total disruption of all trading activities of the coin. 2020 was a challenging, at times chaotic, and stressful year for Ripple. Nevertheless, it was also a milestone year. Last year, for example, Ripple processed nearly 3 million transactions on RippleNet, 5 times the volume of 2019. Ripple is a tech company that does not rely too heavily on physical assets to run its operations. While the dust settles after the first wave of the evangelical 4-digit overnight pump of Dogecoin, its impetus might go to other major altcoins, with XRP leading the pack. XRP added 15% in mere minutes today, an interesting correlation between the two pumps. As Dogecoin's insane run begins to wane, XRP tokens surge from 26 cents to 30 cents in about an hour. On some exchanges, the XRP upsurge printed a notable 20% increase amidst a flat market. At the time of recording, XRP price movement is losing its steam. Meanwhile, it's still in the green zone, changing hands at 28 cents or up 11% in 24 hours. On-demand liquidity, as the XRP-based sub-solution of RippleNet, saw even stronger demand and experienced 12 times year-over-year growth, with 2020 transactions reaching a notional value of around $2.4 billion. Furthermore, the Ripple team closed an average of 2 new customer deals per week in more than 40 countries around the world, with 18 being new to RippleNet. In 2021, it's expected that most of the US-based exchanges will halt XRP trading. However, exchanges outside the US do not seem to be much bothered about the lawsuit and have continued to extend support to Ripple and XRP. In fact, many exchanges even saw XRP taking the top spot in terms of daily traded volume above Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's currently selling at a premium on many exchanges. Asian markets are one of the key markets for Ripple this year, and thus XRP is fairly popular owing to top remittance services such as Sentby, Handpass, and WireBarley being RippleNet partners. This is happening at a time when many in the US believe XRP's price would crash into oblivion due to the lawsuit. While talking about one of the bright spots for Ripple XRP, all of the banks can use Ripple XRP's ledger for issuing stable coins. Built for payments, the XRP ledger can also be used to support the issuance of stable coins with a unique, fungible token functionality called issued currencies. Issued currencies is designed to be the ideal stablecoin platform, providing simple but rich management functionality for the issuer that makes it easy to create, issue, and manage any asset, including stablecoins. Considering studies held last year, blockchain standards were predicted to increase in 2021. Albeit a fall from grace, XRP is now the 5th largest cryptocurrency, which is aiming for a lot of developments in 2021. Looking at the huge potential of Ripple regardless of its troubles, there are further indications that XRP could be in for a more prosperous 2021. Ripple executives announced a prospective transactional partnership with Ethereum. This would enable applications based on the Ethereum platform to access the XRP ledger, as well as vice versa. This will enhance XRP's functionality and also increase the demand for XRP. Given XRP price trends, the experts believe that it's positioned to enter into countless financial institutional partnerships. As a result, it's deemed to likely even touch the $2 mark. An analyst made a very optimistic bullish prediction for XRP in 2021, as he predicted that 2021 was first going to be a rough year for Ripple at the start, but he later stated that XRP might reach as high as $20 by the end of the year. That sure is unexpected, as the coin further depreciated with Coinbase slapping its parent company with a lawsuit. A well-known cryptocurrency prediction website also stated that by the end of 2021, XRP would attain newer heights and reach $22.79 with a circulating supply of 38 billion XRP. Such are the hopes that await fulfillment in 2021, and ultimately, our eyes are already off the security or no security debate between Ripple and the SEC. Some analysts predicted that the price of XRP will reach about 95 cents before the end of 2021, representing an increase of around 395% on its current price of 24 cents per XRP. Other analysts are also optimistic about Ripple XRP's prospects in 2021 and predict that the price will hit close to 33 cents by the end of January. Ripple CEO has continually enjoined XRP holders that holding long-term positions on the cryptocurrency is the most sensible approach. Everyone should ignore the naysayers and stick to hodling and buying any dip that surfaces. That's when we can get to enjoy this staggering return. Gather a big amount of XRP in your portfolio and just wait it out. He urged any Ripple investors to not dwell on earning short-term gains but consider the long-term investment spanning months and years, as opposed to days and weeks. Things are going to set the crypto on quite the run, especially with the increasing institutional investor interest skyrocketing when it rallies in the market. In addition to the growing list of believers in the development of XRP who are sticking to their optimistic outlook, claiming that they can expect the price of XRP could hit $2.50 at some point during 2021 if all things pan out. This is a whopping increase of more than 854%. Several factors could potentially drive this level of change. With the SEC presenting a major challenge to XRP, we believe that if the US government reaches a consensus on cryptocurrency regulations, the demand for XRP will skyrocket. Ripple has a pretty good track record quietly working with government agencies to ensure compliance for years. Therefore, it was deemed far less likely to be affected by new rules or taxation measures that could send investors racing away from more conventional cryptos. According to another prediction, the value of the Ripple XRP token could rise to 46 cents by the very end of February, consolidating at 58 cents in 2021 and achieving a mean price of $2.32 by 2022. That's a modest but steady increase, yet subject to change. That is, things can only get better. With high exchange rates and legacy systems making it more difficult for companies to make online payments, more are likely to look towards technology such as Ripple. With the developments in place, Ripple will soon be able to offer smart contracts. If more banks start to adopt it, the demand for XRP will increase, successfully driving up the price. Looking at the 4-hour chart here, 24.5 cents marks the top of the accumulation zone and a prime point for an entry. We believe XRP will bounce off this level. Looks like after the August pump in 2020, XRP dipped back down to 24.5 cents and then pumped from that level again to newer highs in 62 days, a little over 2 months. Now XRP has found support at the same levels and will continue to accumulate for 2 months, and that puts it right at the end of February after the SEC case. XRP is in an ascending channel and can go to the 35 to 40 cents level. After that it starts rising, but because of the SEC, no big pumps are coming. 28 cents to 36 cents is still possible. If the SEC lawsuit is resolved, there's huge potential to 44.5 cents to $1 by February to April. Where do you think the price of XRP is going? Here we can see the price has been holding above the support structure for a long time, and the price bounced from support as expected. If price continues to hold above the structure, we expect the price to move higher. The price holds above the support at 25 cents, breaking the resistance at 28 cents indicated by the green lines touching the slope of the orange line. The price trend is set at 30 cents and has 2 targets ahead. The first target is set at 33 cents, where it's expected to first consolidate before going for a higher target at 37 cents. However, before hitting the second target, it may first drop to a new support level at 28 cents, which was the former resistance following a dip from the first target, before finally surging towards the second target. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell. What do you think of XRP's spike today? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you next time.